Hey, everybody, and welcome to another episode here at Tribal Trades, the daily show. And today we're going to talk about the tweet that could tank the market. Is possibly history going to repeat, or are we going to see some kind of a reversal? We're going to talk about that and a whole bunch more. Before we do that, smash the like button. This does help get this channel out to more people, and of course does help support the channel. If you're new, of course, smash the subscribe button and you'll get the daily updates. And what are we talking about? We're talking about the tweet that Michael Saylor put out. Volatility is a gift. He did this back in January of 2025, and look what happened after that. There was a huge move to the downside, a 30% drop. Volatility is a gift to the faithful. Well, he just tweeted on August the 14th, volatility is a gift to the faithful. We're going to have a look at this date right now and check this out. Maybe he's been using the Tribal Trades indicator, because I'll tell you why. Look what happened Thursday, August the 14th. The Tribal Trades indicator gave a bearish reversal signal. The Tribal Trades indicator, one indicator to rule them all, is Michael Saylor using the Tribal Trades indicator. My goodness, that's how accurate it has been. Listen, you could have gotten entries in and gone long on the Tribal Trades indicator, fired off there, and then you could have gone out of it or gone short there. It has just been so accurate at getting pretty much close to the top and pretty close to entries at the bottom. They're not quite. It was just after the bottom came in there for Bitcoin. So what are we seeing with Bitcoin? And we're going to talk about altcoins as well. Well, first of all, a whole bunch. Number one, we lost the 9 EMA on the daily and the 20 EMA on the daily, and now the 9 hasn't quite crossed below the 20, but it is pretty close to doing so. When we see that happen, there is further downside. So if we're going to see the 9 cross below the 20 and close the day like that, I would expect further move to the downside there. Of course, we have the Fibonacci there at 113,000, and then we have the 100 EMA down at 110. So if we did see the 9 and the cross below the 20 and stay below the 20, then I would expect to see those moves to the downside there. That's bearish for Bitcoin, which means it's bearish for altcoins, because sorry to say, but Bitcoin is king and the alts will follow to the downside. Now, if we can come back up and hold the 50-day moving average and somehow reverse this, and this turns into a little bit of a wick, and we close the day over the 50-day moving average, that would be good. And then if we can push back above and have a quick reversal back to the upside, this wasn't necessarily a quick reversal. This was a week or more there that it took. Then possibly we could see a recovery here. However, we are coming into September, and September has historically been very bearish for Bitcoin. And remember, if you still believe in the 4-year cycle, historically, the 4-year cycle, we are on track to finish it somewhere between September and December of this year. And I'm going to do a show coming up this week where I talk about the possible Bitcoin tops, of what dates that could possibly be. And we're going to look at historically when that has been also as well. So just keep that in mind. If you still believe in the 4-year cycle, then we could be very close to an end, particularly if the end comes in September. I know a lot of you believe that there'll be one more push up for altcoins. That could possibly be the case, and therefore we could end up topping in October, November, or December. Okay, so let's look at USTD dominance here. As you can see, again, this was the time. This is what happens. Why is USDT dominance coming up? Because people are selling their Bitcoin and altcoin into USDT, and so the dominance of market share pushes up. Again, the Tribal Trades, there it is, the green dot there. You can get the red dot with Bitcoin, the green dot, add the two together, and you know it's time to get out or time to go short there. And that would have gotten you out of your altcoins there. And of course, again, the same thing happened Thursday, the 14th of August to the downside. We've now lost the 9 EMA for altcoins. Of course, we've got a left shoulder here ahead. Hopefully we don't come down and make a right shoulder, and then that would be extremely bearish, but that's what may happen. We'll just keep an eye. Of course, we could make a higher low here and then continue to push to the upside. Again, historically, September is generally quite bearish for the markets. We will see if history repeats there. Let me know what your thoughts are, what you think's going. Is August going to close green to start with? And for August to close green, by the way, for Bitcoin, we just need to hold above 115. Right now, August is going to be red. However, if we lose that 115,000 level, then it's going to close red in August. And historically, we have had a green close in a post-halving year. Okay, so if we can hold around this level and just poke above it at the end of the month there, then obviously we could still get that green close there for the month of August there. So we'll see what happens, what shakes out. Really, we do need to stay and get back above this 50-day moving average. We're going to see how that the daily close goes with that, okay? But this is where the tribal trades indicator has been an incredible indicator here. And if you are looking to get the tribal trades indicator, it comes as part of the tribal trades Discord. It's a paid indicator, but you get it as part of your tribal trades subscription. So you sign up for the tribal trades Discord and you get the tribal trades indicator, as well as the life-changing gains trading court, live sessions with me 2 to 3 times a week, plus all these incredible plays. Look at this over the weekend. I give weekend plays on crypto, and these weekend trades played out perfectly. The Solana and the Tau short hit their targets exactly on the button. You can see the update there. Target hit for Solana, target hit for Tau, and of course, as well, we are in the ETH short that is playing out nicely to the downside at the moment. But if it begins to flip bullish, then we close that ETH short in profit there. You've got to trade the trend. The trend is your friend until the end, and then you start a new trend. And I added a little note here about the weekend trades played out nicely to the downside because the charts were bearish, people. Okay, you have to trade the trend there and not listen. You got to ignore the noise of the paid influencers shilling you. And I did a look back on a lot of these influencers' tweets from November 2021 when the top was in for Bitcoin. And I tell you, they were all bull posting and pushing that this was going to be a super cycle to keep buying, etc. You've got to be very careful who you follow. They were all shilling at the top before the market crash. And I do give every single day as well. I do want to add that I add a market update, and this was my weekend market update. Bearish engulfing candle on the daily time frame. Not time to go long. Bearish divergence on the daily time frame. Bitcoin closing below the 9 EMA and on the 20 EMA. Bearish. Taylor tweet. That's bearish. Saw what happened the last time. Bitcoin dominance had found support and a green dot. USD to dominance had broken back above the 9 EM on day and had the green dot, was bearish. And you can see how I give daily updates and updates on the weekend to help identify the trend and help with the trades. Now, if you do want to sign up for the Tribal Trades Discord, currently it is closed. It was open in June, and obviously we had it open when we opened back in January. So it was open in January, it was open in June. It's currently closed, but you can get on the wait list. How do you do that? There is a link below in the description of this video. And you might need to click the more button, and that will pop out the description. And there you can get signed up for the Tribal Trades Discord, getting the Tribal Trades indicator. You go on a wait list, and when we do open it up again, I will open it up again this year, then you will get priority access for being on the wait list there. Now, of course, also, if there are people that are unable to renew their subscription for any reason, I have been moving people off the wait list, and I was able to move someone off the wait list just this morning so they can take advantage of the new stocks trades, stocks plays like the United Health trade that I gave. We're going to have a look at that in a moment, and my new crypto trades that I gave just recently. We're going to look at that United Health trade that I gave there. Let's just open that up. The United Health trade. We traded off the ETF, but you can trade it off the stock. Look at that today. Absolutely incredible. I gave this trade around about just over $12, and this is now up to $17. It actually hit our first technical target from the first bull flag. There it is that I gave. Absolutely nailed it to the button. Now we may have a little bit of a pullback, maybe the 9 EMA. So if you're looking to get on this trade, the 9 EMA on the 1 hour is currently at $17.31. If we were to come back down to it like we did here, that would be an entry. However, if it was to lose that level, then a stop loss could be at $16.72 or the 20 EMA on the 1 hour. Remember, these levels are moving. Make sure you have the 9 and the 20 at least on your charts, and those levels, this is moving up. Earlier this morning, it was $16.73. You can already see that's up to $17.29. That's continually moving up. This is creating a little bit of a bull flag. We do have another bull flag. This bull flag here, the technical target is $20 to the upside. Now, listen, I'm not going to go any deeper than this on United Health. Watch my episode from yesterday, Stocks on Sunday, and I cover United Health in detail. If you do want to trade, if you're wondering what UNHG is, it's the 2x leverage long ETF. So you get 2 times the gains as if you just traded United Health, and you can get a lot more shares. You know, if you're buying at $17.29, you're buying $17.29 per share, as opposed to if you're trading United Health, the stock itself, it's $312 a share. However, if you are trading United Health and you can't or don't know how to trade the ETFs, that's fine. That's something to learn for the future. The entry would be here at $310, the 9 EMA on the 1 hour, and your stop loss would be about $304, which is the 20 EMA on the 1 hour time frame there. That has absolutely been an incredible trade for the Tribal Trades Discord, and this was also a trade I gave on YouTube. Listen, this is just one of the many trades that I give every day in the Tribal Trades Discord there. So those of you who got in on this trade, you would have had incredible gains already to the upside. I don't think this move is particularly finished. It doesn't mean that we can't have some kind of a correction or a pullback to the downside before we move higher. However, I did give all of those levels in yesterday's video, Stocks on Sunday. Go check that out on the channel. Well, that's all we have time for today. So, of course, until the next episode or until I see you in the Discord, happy trading.